rejected suggestions that Trinidad and Tobago is on the verge of seeking assistance from the International Monetary Fund, insisting there is no cause for alarm. Speaking on Talk City 91.1 FM on Wednesday morning, he emphasized that the IMF was not in the country as a lender of last resort, but rather as a part of a long-standing Article 4 surveillance process applied to all member states.
The IMF visits a number of countries to do what is called an Article 4 consultation, which we just concluded in Trinidad and Tobago. And that is a standard thing that they do across the globe annually to get a sense as to what the government is doing, what direction that we are going in, ask some questions, get some data, and then they'll publish a report. That is what has been concluded.
He argued that while the IMF's recommendations would be taken seriously, policy choices would remain grounded in the government's social obligations rather than in narrow accounting formulas.
The IMF will put out its report eventually, and its report may have a number of recommendations. Some we may choose to follow, some we may choose to ignore. But obviously, there's a difference between, and that's, if you think in terms of how businesses operate and how governments operate, it's two entirely different things, right. Different ways of operating. We have to think about, we have a social responsibility. So some things that may not make business sense, but is required for a social framework and support. Businesses, for example, don't provide the type of social umbrella that we as a government have to provide.
On Monday, the IMF staff team held its concluding meeting with the Finance Minister, Devindranath Thakur, following their two-week official visit under the 2026 Article 4 consultation. In other news, the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce is calling for closer collaboration with the government on issues impacting the private sector. The Chamber says deeper engagement and consistent dialogue are critical to addressing ongoing challenges facing businesses, including access to foreign exchange, regulatory reform, and the overall ease of doing business. It maintains that stronger public-private sector partnerships can help drive sustainable economic growth, boost investor confidence, and create a more resilient business environment. President of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Sonji Peer-Chase, noted that while some engagement already exists, the Chamber is seeking stronger and more consistent involvement on matters with implications for the private sector and the wider society.
AKA Carnival, but we were able to... We're not saying that there hasn't been collaboration. Our issue is that the extent of the collaboration, the involvement of the private sector in issues that affect the national community would have a negative impact on business. The collaboration has not been as effective or as structured as we'd like it to be. So the outcome that we're hoping to achieve is that we do have more engagement and more collaboration.
In some sport news now, it was an excellent performance by the West Indies spin bowlers as a regional side defeated England by 30 runs in their second Group C match of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup on Wednesday. After losing the early wickets of Brandon King and captain Shea Hope, Shimron Hetmeyer and Roston Chase steadied the innings for the West Indies, scoring 23 and 75 respectively. After Chase's dismissal, Sherfane Rutherford delivered a masterclass batting performance, scoring 76. Him, along with Jason Holder with 33, would lead the regional team to 196 for 6. In the second innings, despite England getting off to a positive, the West Indies spin bowlers, led by Gudakesh Moti, with 3 wickets dismissed their opponents for 166, grabbing their second victory of the tournament. The West Indies will next face Nepal on Sunday. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Virmala Balkaran. Good morning, Virmala. I can't hear you just yet. My good friend, I can't. All right. When we come back, the Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show gets going after this break.
This week only, tune in to TTT News at 6 p.m. Then stay tuned for your favorite Carnival competitions immediately following, only on TTT.
Turn up the love this Friday and Saturday on TTT. Whether you're celebrating with someone special, hanging with friends, or just taking time for yourself, we're setting the mood with the soulful sounds of college boy Jesse.
I give you what you want and you give me what I want.
In his his concert, Soca Love Story, from words that touch the heart to rhythms that feel just right. This is music made for connection, however you choose to feel it. Just tune in and let the vibes take over. Soca Love Story with College Boy Jesse, this Friday at 7:10 p.m. and Saturday at 1:05 p.m. only on TTT.
Health and wellness, the core of our existence on planet Earth. Let us hear the voices of our very own citizens, our local and regional medical community, scientists and climatologists. Caribbean Medical TV is geared to developing a consciousness in our people in terms of our health and lifestyle. Knowledge is a very powerful tool, and we must empower ourselves with the information to protect against chronic and other related diseases. From the impact of climate change on our health to NCDs, Season 3 of Caribbean Medical TV tackles the challenges we all face, giving our citizens hope for a better tomorrow. Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV.
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you, play. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you, I'm king and I'm king. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be.
Turn up the love this Friday and Saturday on TTT. Whether you're celebrating with someone special, hanging with friends, or just taking time for yourself, we're setting the mood with the soulful sounds of College Boy Jesse.
I give you what you want and you give me what I want.
In his concert, Soca Love Story, from words that touch the heart to rhythms that feel just right. This is music made for connection, however you choose to feel it. Just tune in and let the vibes take over. Soca Love Story with College Boy Jesse, this Friday at 7:10 p.m. and Saturday at 1:05 p.m. only on TTT.
February 2026. The time now, it is 6:08 a.m. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Virmala Balkaran, and welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. Well, let's take a look at what's trending this morning. A clean sweep for the BLP. Early counting in Barbados general election is pointing to a commanding lead for Prime Minister Mia Mottley's ruling Barbados Labour Party, the BLP, with preliminary results suggesting the party is on course for another decisive victory. While counting is still ongoing across constituencies, and while the figures remain preliminary, of course, you know, we'll update you as things unfold. Well, back here at home, the government is saying it is moving to strengthen operations at the Inland Revenue Division after revealing that, well, when the current administration took office, the Board of Inland Revenue was operating with just 30 to 35% staffing levels. While the Minister of Planning and Economic Affairs, Dr. Kennedy Swarat-Singh, is saying entire categories of essential tax enforcement staff were missing, including tax officers and field officers as well, directly affecting compliance and revenue collection. He, of course, insists, however, that this is not about blanket tax increases, But really, it is about improving enforcement, broadening contribution across sectors, and even restoring fiscal stability. So according to the minister, the goal is very simple: improve collection efficiency without burdening the wider population. Meanwhile, there's good news for inter-island travel. The Blue Wave Harmony has officially returned to the Sea Bridge after passing international safety inspections. We've been following the story closely, and the vessel resumed operations yesterday and will undergo final sea trials before full commercial service. Now, once it is fully operational, it will significantly strengthen passenger and cargo capacity between Trinidad and Tobago. The Port Authority is saying, well, this restoration improves reliability on the Sea Bridge, which, as you know, is a critical link for commerce, commuters, and families. Well, now to wrap up this morning, yesterday, we featured the Transport Minister, Eli Zakur, and he's saying that road deaths are down 62% compared to the same period last year. And on the show, he also addressed concerns about higher traffic fines being used as, well, a revenue tool, stating that fixed penalty tickets have actually dropped sharply year on year. Now, last year, January 2025, over 12,000 tickets were issued. And this January, just over 7,000. So what does that say? The minister says the data shows improved compliance, fewer violations, and he says it's a system that is actually working. He also said that with Carnival just days away, traditionally one of the busiest and riskiest periods on our roads, he's urging motorists to avoid drinking and driving, avoid phone use behind the wheel, and of course, you know this, please appoint a designated driver. Well, we want to say thank you very much to J&K Signature Styles this morning for outfitting me. Also, Carrie, we're so sorry we did not get to chat with Carrie. Maybe a little later on, we'll try that again. 6:12 a.m. Grab your coffee when we come back. Today's very busy show gets going.
The night will be filled with stars, showcasing guest performances from prominent figures in mass and carnival culture. It celebrates excellence, artistry, and Trinidadian talent. The March Gras is a night of pride, spectacle, and national identity. A family-friendly event that brings generations together to enjoy the magic, music, and grandeur of Carnival's biggest night, Carnival Sunday night. This is us, one rhythm, Queen's Park, Savannah.
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival, TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan Power all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for the March Gras. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the parade of the bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This Carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
Choose your destiny. Flawless victory.
Anderson McCannell, Daniel Barclay, Denzel Haricharan, Javon Primer, Keston McIntosh, O'Neill Odo, Ricardo Nicholas, Selwyn John, Terrence McConnell.
Harvey, can you say something?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8.
Prepares to observe Maha Shivaratri, the great night of Lord Shiva. Devotees across the country are getting ready for a sacred night of fasting, prayer, reflection, and spiritual awakening. Now, this observance is one of the most significant nights on the Hindu calendar, symbolizing transformation, discipline, and the triumph of light over darkness. To help us better understand the spiritual importance of this sacred occasion and to share details on the upcoming celebrations, we're joined this morning by representatives of the Isha organization, spiritual head Pandit Krishan Ramdane, President Indira Narain, and musical producer Ravi Prasad. Good morning and namaste.
Good morning. Namaste.
Thank you for making the trek here very early this morning. I know you're not strangers to early mornings.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Happy to be here.
And you're preparing for a long night ahead in just, what, 2 days?
Most certainly, on Sunday night.
Well, so for those of a viewing public who may not fully understand, what exactly is Maha Shivaratri and why is it considered such a sacred night in Hinduism?
Thank you. Maha Shivaratri is referred to as the night of all nights of Mahadev, the Deva of all Devas, Bhagwan Shankar, Bhagwan Shiva. But it's a night, the only night in the calendar of a Hindu, if I may refer to them as a Hindu. The Hindu community observes a night of Jagaran, meaning being awake. It is not just a night of wakefulness, but it's a night of awakening. It's a night of discipline. And in every other religion, I think there's at least one night, Laylatul Qadr in Islam, and in every other religion, there's one night. In Hinduism, it is Maha Shivaratri, the night of Shiva.
Yeah, and what's the significance of this for Hindus and human beings in general?
For devotees who pray to Bhagwan Shiva or has Shiva as a concept that, whether it's through a spiritual process or whether it's through a yogic tradition in managing your energy at a discipline level, Bhagwan Shiva represents the one from which everything comes. Bhagwan Shiva represents stillness. And in a world of chaos, in a world of activity, Shiva represents tapping into that which is not, that allows an individual to better maneuver through life.
Yeah.
Engaging in life, but doing so meaningfully from a place of stillness.
Yeah. Now that we're speaking about stillness, in a time when many people are experiencing stress and uncertainty, what guidance does Lord Shiva's teachings offer to everyone, not just the Hindu community?
Lord Shiva, there are two concepts of Lord Shiva. One, you can say we pray to a Lord Shiva, a deity. But Shiva, the word Shiva itself means that which is not. And there's no message of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is an aspiration. Lord Shiva is an experience. Shiva is a journey within. So the only simplified way of describing what Shiva's benefit to the individual, and not to a Hindu, to any individual, it is if you want to manage the world outside, Shiva is taking you to a journey inside.
That's profound. That's a great way to start the morning. So I know that preparations have been underway at the Isha organization for Maha Shivaratri this year. Tell us a little bit about what's happening.
So at Isha, we have started since the 14th of January, which is a very special day in the Hindu calendar as well. It's the day of Makar Sankranti.
Yeah.
And it's the beginning of that energy, where you tap into that energy that Panditji is speaking about. And we have started with doing the Homa on that day, and then we went on to preparing for this great night.
Yeah.
This great night
So
of
that
Shiva.
was a month ago.
Yes. So we have started a 21-day sadhana.
Yeah.
That is devoted to Lord Shiva as well, and that is to prepare the devotee so that, you know, Panditji always tells us about this energy, the energy that it surges, you know, it surges through the individual being.
Yeah.
And on the night of Shivaratri, the night of awakening, that is when you get the full surge.
Yeah.
So we have been preparing for the last 21 days, a month, in fact. We started stringing our own bead malas, you know, the jap malas that we use. We did that because it was significant that you use that for your sadhana. It becomes personal to you. And your energy is tapped into that as well.
Yeah, I feel like everyone wants to get their hands on that. I'm going to ask.
And then we have a lot of other preparations, physical preparations.
Yes, I know you have a program planned. And what time does it start? It's on the 15th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and what time does it start for those of you who may want to attend?
So it starts at 6:30 and it goes on to the next morning, 6:30 or 7:30.
12 hours.
Yes.
Okay, and what's on the agenda? I see that you've also you have international acts coming in to perform as well.
So every year at Isha, what we do is we try to bring something new.
Yeah.
Because for the entire night, we have an audience that is support that comes in and people that comes to see what we are doing.
Yeah.
New every year. We also, every year we feature the kids and the youths of the mandir. They are mainly our focus with the rituals and stuff that happens that is significant to Shivaratri. But apart from that, we try to bring new elements.
Yeah.
So this year we have Sri Raviraj Nasri, one of the most acclaimed Sai singers, and we wanted to bring that element of Sai this year into our evening.
Yeah.
And we also have Sri Chris Ramkilawan coming from Suriname, who is an acclaimed Bhojpuri singer who he's also
very versatile.
Very versatile. And he will be doing a lot of these Bhojpuri and songs that we are accustomed here.
So this brings me to my next question. Panditji, devotional music plays an important role, especially on this night, you know, bhajan and kirtan, and they really do deepen the spiritual experience. Can you explain why that is, especially on a night like Maha Shivaratri?
To observe 12 hours of devotion or wakefulness and to bring awakening requires attention. It requires energy. It requires literally riding the cycle of the energy that moves throughout the night. Beautiful sweetness, devotional modes, deep contemplative meditation at the midnight hour. And then when you get to the later morning time period, it requires a different level of energy. So music is the string that carries the mood for the entire night. So what you will experience at the ashram this Maha Shivaratri, it is the full spectrum of energy, from devotional singing to Bhojpuri singing. We have kirtan clubbing. We have kirtan
Tell
katha.
me about that.
This is a phenomenon that it will be the first. Well, some say kirtan clubbing is a normal feature of Isha, based on the children, the youth vibrance and jubilance. But this year, it's a very dedicated 2 segments. One is kirtan katha, telling the story of Bhagwan Shiva through kirtan, and then there is kirtan clubbing, where it literally is the young people are getting up on stage, praising the Lord in a very, very, very jubilant way, but encouraging the entire audience to be part of that mood. Just to give you an idea, that's probably around 3 a.m. The entire night is filled with music, stringing the energy, carrying the mood of Bhagwan Shiva.
Yeah, you know, it's such a beautiful thing that we live in such a cosmopolitan society where, you know, everyone's doing something different this weekend, and there's an option for everyone. For those of you who may not be Hindu or follow the Hindu faith and they want to attend, can they do that as well?
Oh, absolutely. Last year we had the members of the Baptist faith, Mount Bethel Baptist faith Baptist community joining with us. And it was divine. And this year they're also scheduled. It's just to give you a flavor of the diversity of what happens at Isha for Maha Shivaratri. It looks like a Hindu event, but it's an event for those who are in a spiritual process. Come experience the energy. Don't give it a name. Just experience the energy. and you will tell me on the day after.
Even 2 prior years, we had like the Laventry Rhythm section. They were part of our Maha Shivaratri celebrations. And that brought a different twist and flavor to it.
That was, that was, as the young people say, a vibe.
Yes.
That's usually what they say. Can you also tell the young people and tell us why young people should, you know, come out and really get engaged in this? You spoke a lot about the youth. For those of the young people out there who may not be already involved and they're like, okay, well, why should I do this? Why should I opt to do this weekend? But I want to get involved. Why do you think it's a good idea for them?
Isha is centered around youth, and it has always been. It's the premise of who we are and why we exist. And it's a deliberate investment in making spirituality attractive. This year, Maha Shivaratri is falling on Carnival weekend in Trinidad. And the last time that happened, we had the largest influx, the largest traffic, over 1,000 devotees coming through to the ashram on the night. And I'll tell you, over 70% are young people. The demographics, young people. That's a healthy signal.
Yeah, I agree with that. So Ravi, for someone attending for the first time, you know, what should they prepare for? Maybe like how should they get prepared for this night ahead?
So how
do
should
you prepare?
How I prepare? Well, I personally look forward to the energy of the night because there are various aspects. So in every prahar, in every part of the night, or every aspect of the entertainment or spiritual journey, there is some energy that you develop from there. So I always look forward there. We have the reenactment this year of the marriage of Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva.
That will be
something. And that's a live reenactment, and it's a beautiful. It would be a beautiful sight.
Yeah.
It's Puranic theatre. Puranic theatre.
Okay.
So
the marriage of Shiva and Parvati.
So the energy and what we create that night is something I look forward to.
Yeah.
And I think everybody come out for that.
Yeah. So if you want to get yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually ready for this night, should you pack things with you for the entire night? Should you walk with snacks and walk with water? How should you get prepared physically?
Well, we at Isha, Isha is known for its hospitality.
Yes.
So we prepare for everyone. The young, the elderly, those who are not too well. They come, they can spend the night and they have something to eat. Refreshments are there, and we have the facilities where you can take a little nap, stuff like that, and relax yourself. So you just come. Just come and enjoy it. Enjoy what is being offered. You just come and enjoy.
And Ravi, are you performing in this weekend? At the event, are you performing?
Yes.
Yes. What would you be doing?
I'll be playing a little bit
of everything.
Pandit said everything, so that means you know what that means.
Yes.
And what about you, Pandit? What are you looking forward to most this weekend?
This is the night in our calendar. It is the night in my year, and my process climaxes on the night of Maha Shivaratri.
Yeah.
And that climax comes when there is no expectation. Just ride the energy, and it takes you to a space that words can't describe.
Yeah.
That's what I look forward to.
So where can people get more details if they want to? I know you're very active on socials. What's your social media handles?
Well, certainly. You can visit our Facebook site at I think it's Christian Ramdeen and the Isha Kirtan Acharyas, or myisha.org, our website carries all the information that you need.
And what's next for the Isha organization? What's coming up after
Hanuman Jayanti.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, Hanuman Jayanti, that is my favorite, yes.
time. Okay.
Panditji loves Shivaratri.
Yeah.
My favorite is Hanuman Jayanti.
And when is that?
That's the 1st of April.
Yes, April.
It's a Wednesday night, and we are celebrating it on the night.
Yeah.
And of course, it's Hanuman Chalisa. It's beautiful chanting and devotion to Bhagwan in the form of Hanuman Baba.
All right. So the 15th of February, that's this coming Sunday, I believe.
This Sunday night.
Yeah,
Sunday
so Sunday night
into Juve morning.
I see. So from 6:30 p.m. till sunrise.
12 hours.
Yeah, it's Maha Shivaratri in Trinidad and Tobago and the world. Thank you so much to the Isha organization for joining us this morning. The time now 6:30 a.m. So much more when we come back on Trinidad and Tobago today. Thank you.
take a drink from somebody you really don't know? Well, some free drinks could come with a very heavy price. And this year, we're not thirsty for trouble. So choose to keep an eye on your drink. And if you didn't pour it, don't drink it. Don't drink from nobody, baby, cause this year we're making better choices. Oh Lord, for a safer carnival. I want to hear something, baby, as long as you keep it safe.
The Mother Church of the Anglican Diocese suffered significant damage during the earthquake of 2018. Efforts are underway to raise funds to restore this national heritage site. You are invited to make your donations with monthly deposits at any branch of the First Citizens Bank, account number 2696950, Marval Road Branch, in the name of the Incorporated Trustees of the Anglican Holy Trinity Cathedral Restoration.
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you, play. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you, I'm king and I'm king. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be.
Exalt the Lord, our God, and worship His holy name. For His mercy, kindness. Lift your voice, every nation, all creation, great and small. Exalt the Lord.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Tanisha Cephas is a visionary creative and entrepreneur whose work bridges storytelling, business, and cultural empowerment. She appeared as a border tribe warrior in Marvel's Black Panther, an experience that deepened her commitment to amplifying authentic African and Caribbean narratives on the global stage. As the founder of West Rock Enterprises, Tanisha leads a growing portfolio of ventures across media, real estate, logistics, fashion, and even wellness, designed to unite creativity, commerce, and community. This morning, she joins us to chat about her documentary, Breaking the Pan Ceiling. Good morning, Tanisha.
Good morning, Virmala. Thank you for having me here.
No problem. So before we get into the documentary, how was that experience on Black Panther?
I mean, it was everything. It was very emotional because we know we were creating something special. And it was just a feeling of pride and joy. And so It was the best set I've ever been on.
Really?
Yes. And I mean, I just like, at times I reflect back in that moment and I'm like, wow, we were creating history and just really didn't know. We know it was something special, but we just didn't know the boundaries, like it was gonna like cross.
Blow up like that. So you also made history in the mid 1990s. Why am I saying it like that? It makes you, you know, it ages us. As the youngest person and the youngest female to perform in the Panorama finals. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you remember most about stepping onto that stage for the very first time?
I remember the crowd going insane.
How old were you?
I was 13.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay.
And I just remember like being nervous.
Yes.
You know.
And excited.
And also not wanting to like mess up those long runs that Jit Samaru back then would give us.
Right.
And I was just so filled with joy and excitement, but it was like the best feeling. And I got on that stage and just never wanted to leave the stage. That just feeling of working hard and everyone celebrating you.
And well, speaking of feeling, how did it feel to be part of Amoco Renegades during the historic three-peat win? And did you fully understand the magnitude of what was happening at that very early age?
I know we was going for something big. It was monument, but being 13, I was more focused on making it to play in the finals because I was a female. And so it was like, I got to practice really hard so I can just make it to play on the band. And then, you know, just knowing that we're going for a three-peat win was like, okay, this will be really cool. Because I'm 13, I'm like, this will be cool if I'm a part of this. But not having like too much of the knowledge, knowing like this was going to be like epic history making.
Right. And not just being 13 as well, but also being female.
Yes.
Now, steel pan is, might I say, a very male-dominated space. What challenges did you face as a young girl in that environment?
So for me, I had to work really hard and excel to prove that I belong, to prove that I could take up space, that I could take that space away from another man. And so for me, it was all about discipline, dedication, determination, the 3 Ds that I give to my kids now, who are athletes and actors. And, you know, so for me, it was just really, you know, focusing on, I have a goal, I have to achieve it, and I have to do that by working hard so that there's no doubt, like I've earned my spot to be on that stage.
So let's talk about breaking the pan ceiling. So now with all of these experiences that you just spoke about, we can only imagine that that really bolsters the work that you put into breaking the pan ceiling. You know, the phrase itself, breaking the pan ceiling, what does that mean to you?
So for me, it means that women, because I'm a woman and I have daughters and I lead with that, it means that women can step into spaces where we're the minority and we can take up space and we can be empowered. And then we can also open up doors for others and allow them to come in through our experience.
Yeah. So I want to look back at 1996, 1997. Do you think that the role of women in steel pan has evolved since then?
So I see a lot of improvement because now we have women who are captains like BP Renegades. The captain, her name is Candace Andrews Brumont, and so she's female. And she was there back in the days when I was a teenager. And so to see her now as a female captain of one of the biggest bands in the world, and her leadership, her dedication, how she empowers the youths, how people in her community look up to her, how she gives back to the community. I mean, it's amazing. And, you know, I'm hearing that more females are getting bolder and stepping into even arranging. So, I mean, I just love the evolution. I still believe we have a longer way to go, but we're getting there.
So what inspired you to finally tell the story decades after you made history?
You know, sometimes I believe that if we don't tell our stories, they get forgotten. And then I have daughters, and I want them to be able to see a story that's inspiring, uplifting, that because of hard work, because I was not afraid to fight for what I wanted to do. And so I want to pass that on. I want it to be a legacy so then it can inspire the young girls who are coming up after me.
Yeah, so about breaking the pan ceiling, what can your viewers expect with this one, emotionally, or, you know, just the story of breaking the pan ceiling?
So for one, they can expect nostalgia because we're going to go back into that 1996, 1997 time. They can also expect, you know, just being able to see the joy. They can feel the culture. They can see it through the eyes of a young girl who is still trying to discover and, you know, figure out herself in a world that's male dominated. And so it's going to have a lot of laughter, joy. There's also going to be moments that show self-doubt, you know, where you're questioning, like, am I good enough? And, you know, sometimes we all ask ourselves that.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah.
Or sometimes we feel we have imposter syndrome.
Exactly.
Right?
Like, is that me? Am I really doing that?
Yes, I'm taking up this space, but do I really belong in this space?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we've all battled that at some point, and thank you for reminding me of that. That's actually really profound. How far we've come as well.
Yes.
So, if a young girl is watching this right now and she dreams of playing the pan or entering a space where she feels like she's the only one in that space, based on all of your experiences, what would you say to her, Tanisha?
I would say you are special, you are deserving, and you need to take up space. You need to be bold, be brave, and don't be afraid to be big and go after your talent.
Oh my God, that is beautiful. So breaking the pan ceiling, what's next for you after this?
So breaking the pan ceiling, I'm in production for it now.
Yeah.
The goal is to land it on a distribution platform like a Netflix or Amazon, because I really believe our culture needs to go globally where pan is concerned. We're going there, but we need to go a lot further. And then I'm also working on a movie called One Go.
A movie?
Yes.
Is this international?
International, yes.
Okay. Can you tell us anything about it at all?
So I'm going to tell you, my son is going to lead in it because my son is a young professional actor. So he's going to be the lead, and it's a soccer story that is wrapped into the world of soccer.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's something to look forward to. Thank you,
Yes.
Tanisha, for joining us this morning. Congratulations on breaking the pan ceiling. We wish you all the best, and we can't wait to see that movie.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Virmala. And I'm glad to be home.
Yes,
I'm here with
welcome here.
Yes, I'm here with my family, my husband, my Aunt Janet.
Are you doing Carnival?
My Uncle Herbert. Yes, we're doing Carnival.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy that and have a great time on the road.
Yes, thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you, Tanisha. Well, speaking of Carnival, when we come back, we've got the win of the primary school category of this year's Junior Soca Monarch on TNT Today.
Hey guys, it's Christina James. I am a singer, songwriter, and dancer. You may know me from Soca Champion 2025 or your previous Miss Grand Trinidad and Tobago. The performance that stands out the most to me would have to be the semi-finals performance of Soca Champion. I think honestly because it was my very first time performing on that size of a stage for that many people, my first original song, and getting their reactions, singing, dancing, I think that experience was undeniable. For this carnival season, what they can expect from me is, of course, more performances, and I really would like them to check out my newly released song, which is Take Me Away, a song I'm very, very proud about. 'Cause you can't take my love away, yeah.
this week only. Tune in to TTT News at 6 p.m. Then stay tuned for your favorite Carnival competitions immediately following, only on TTT.
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival, TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan, Power, all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for Dimashra. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the parade of the bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This Carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
Well, I'm very happy to say that the winner of the primary school category of this year's Junior Soca Monarch is joining me on set right now. Kamani Hector Kalu. Good morning and congratulations to you, Kamani.
Good morning and thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good? This is a big moment for you. I can only imagine that you've been celebrating since then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
So what were your preparations like for the competition?
Well, the first preparation, well, it wasn't really hard for me because I didn't have to do it.
Okay.
My mother had to do the performance track.
Right.
That was the easy part.
Your mom wrote your song, right?
My mother.
Yeah.
I and my producer, Nigel. Lopez.
Yeah, okay.
So they had to do the performance track and that was easy part.
Okay.
Then I had to go to my dance teacher, get some dancers to the dance.
So you had to learn to dance too, or you had to perfect the dance?
Perfect. Well, I know how to dance.
You know how to dance? Oh, so you dance as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And then put everything together?
Yeah.
How long did this take?
Probably like, I'll say 5 days.
5 days?
Or a week, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was a lot for you. And then you're also balancing that with school.
Yeah.
So how is that for you?
Well, I get accustomed to it, so it's not really that hard.
Okay, everything is really easy for you. I love that. I love that. What about the support from your family? I know your mom was supporting you, your other family members, your friends. How did that help you, to get ready for the competition?
Well, it motivated me a lot because at some point in the time I thought that I wouldn't win. But with the confidence that I got from my family, I believe that I can win. So
yeah,
I pushed and I got it.
So Kamani, you're also balancing being a regular kid, going to school, having your friends, want to play sports. Are you into sports?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're balancing all of that, but you're also a soca artist.
Yeah.
Did it hit you yet that you're a soca artist, you're a soca star?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hit you?
Yeah.
So you're balancing all of that, and you have your schoolwork, you have everything going on. How's that been for you?
Like I said before, it's easy.
It's easy? You keep telling me it's easy.
Yeah.
What about exams? Do you have end of term tests coming up? No, what is it? February?
I have SE.
You're writing SE as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so no pressure, none. But you're ready for that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you excited for, starting secondary school?
Yes. I'm focused right now is to do SE and get to sleep late.
You want to sleep late?
Yeah.
Because they don't let you sleep late. Every morning you have to do something.
I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock? We start the show at 6 o'clock, so we are up at 2 a.m. Soon you'll have to get up very early when you become an adult. So speaking of becoming an adult, what are you looking forward to most, in the soca industry? You want to be a big soca star? This is something you see yourself doing for the rest of your life?
Yeah, well, what people don't know, my first dream was actually become a rapper.
A what?
Rapper.
A rapper?
Yeah,
okay.
But...
So you could rap?
Yeah. But my father introduced me to the soca, so I just say, I'll take that.
I feel like your father did the right thing.
So, and I want to also go around the world, sing my songs, and let other people hear it.
Okay, so if you were to be a rapper and do that, I mean, you think that would be a better route, or? No, I think your dad was right.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah? Okay, so about your parents, I mean, what would you say to your parents? You want to tell them thanks?
Yeah, I would like to say thank you for supporting me and helping me achieve my accomplishment.
Okay, who's here with you this morning?
My father.
Your dad, who encouraged you to do soca and not the rap. I'm with him on that, yeah? I am with him on that. So what's next for you after this competition and the dust has cleared? I know you're going to write SEA.
Yeah.
Have any songs in the works for us, maybe a little later on? You thinking about anything you want to sing or produce?
Yeah. This year, I might do a summer song again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because the last time I did a summer was in 2024. So I can bring it again for summer.
All right. So tell me about Link Up.
Well, Link Up is basically a carnival poem. It is telling you about the friends linking up. It's telling you about the
friends linking up.
Yeah, friends, family. It's telling you about packing the coolers to link up. It's telling you about
with juice and water. Yeah, nice. Okay. Snacks.
Yeah, it's telling you about Panorama. It's telling you about the Flag Man, the Iron Man. It also has a little bit of old how to say it? A little bit of old school calypso in it, in one of the verses. So it's like a carnival poem telling you about everything in carnival. So it's a song to freedom. It's a freedom song.
So what I want you to do for us this morning is I want you to give us a verse and the chorus and a verse.
Yeah.
Sing this for us this morning. Link Up. Your winning performance. Give that to us this morning. And you're going a cappella. A challenge in you.
Okay.
Yeah, a verse and a half. Right?
A verse and a half. So like I said, I wanted to be a rapper. So I guess it has a little bit of rap in it.
Okay, well, all yours. You're a cappella this morning. So that's my little challenge for you.
Okay. So what you know about me, when I come out to play, for a night or day, we go dingole, I will link up, put your hand on the end, let we link up, just some love on the end, let we link up, pure vibes one time when you sync up.
Okay, good job. And I realize you try a little rap thing there. Your dad I tried to get him away from this, but look at it. Well, thank you so much, Kimani, for joining us this morning.
You're
that
welcome.
was definitely a winning performance. So anybody you want to say hi to?
Well, my barber, he likes to call with me for not bigging him up.
Okay.
So I like to say thanks to my barber for having me fresh.
All right.
And sharp.
Okay.
Thanks to my teachers because they came out to support me in the competition. Thank you for my parents, my schoolmates. Thank you for my friends and my other family members as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Kamani.
You're
well,
welcome.
we've got to carry up with the major network news. But before that, Minister of Education, Dr. Michael Dowlath, has praised the talent and confidence displayed by students at this year's Junior Soca Monarch competition. Well, Kamani Hector Kalu captured the primary school's Junior Soca Monarch title for 2026, while Marcus McDonald secured the crown in the secondary schools category.
Scores of primary and secondary school students, their parents, teachers and supporters flocked to the Southern Academy for the Performing Arts on Tuesday to cheer on the finalists in the Ministry of Education's Junior Soca Monarch competition. Minister of Education, Dr. Michael Dowlath, was on hand to enjoy the performances.
This is a real experience, as we would have labeled it. I want to say that our primary and secondary participants from the preliminaries right up to the finals. They were outstanding. On the stage on Sapa, they were exceptional. I want to congratulate the principals and the teachers, but the parents who came out and supported. I think we have an abundance of talent, and I want to say I'm looking forward to next year.
Winner of the primary school category, Kimani Hector Kalu, said his offering was written by his mother, Kezia Hector, his producer, Nigel Lopez, and himself.
The name of my song is Link Up, and it's like a carnival poem. It's telling you about the Panorama, it's telling you about the Moko Jumbies, it's telling you about linking up with your friends and having a good time. And the song is, is like a song to free up with family, friends, whoever, and just link up.
And the winner in the secondary school category of the competition, Marcus McDonald, said his song, Rampage, was the collaboration of master guitarist Errol Andrews, his father, and himself.
So this is the third year that I am in Ministry of Education's Junior Soca competition, and I would have placed second 2 years in a row. First time to my sister, and then second time to Jalissa. And look at us now, we reached the top.
Are you preparing for exams at this point?
Of course I am. I'm in lower 6, Cape Unit 1, couple Unit 2 exams. You know how it goes. And I go Presentation College, and I'm blessed with the opportunity to have the teachers that will work with me.
Zayden Darius and Amaya Wallace Anibanam placed second and third respectively in the primary school category, while Zachary Ramsam and Deshay Saul placed second and third in the secondary school category. Terry-Ann Brown Campbell, TTT News.
This Friday, good afternoon. Are you free?
Of course.
You're free?
Free.
Friday free?
What do you mean Friday free?
Friday you're free?
What do you mean?
You're partying at me?
What do you mean?
That's it. Rasta, Friday.
Friday.
Is Friday free?
Of course, Marsha, I must be here.
Where you want to see me?
On the stage.
This Friday, if you're free and you want to party with me, the full Marsha Montano show is happening at the Flavor Village on stage for free. Are you ready?
Carnival Friday night is no ordinary night. The Ministry of Culture and Community Development with Minister Michelle Benjamin present Marshall Montano. Pre-concert live from Flavor Village, Queen's Park, Savannah. Marshall Montano. Free. Live. Flavor. Carnival Friday night. Performances start at 8 p.m.
Marshall, I want to get a ticket to come in.
But it's free. I tell you free. Where see? Food, music, me, you, this Friday for free.
Next, 99.1 FM, Soca Dominion, where Soca lives.
Give me a chance to wine on you, so I can win with you, and I can jam with you. Give me another chance to...
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you, play. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you, I'm king and I'm king. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Good morning, this is your TTT News update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Blue Wave Harmony has been cleared by international classification surveyors and returned to inter-island operations on Wednesday, following a full inspection and recent certification of repairs. In a statement from the Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, it noted that as part of the final phase before re-entering full commercial duty, the Blue Wave Harmony is conducting additional sea trials with cargo before transitioning to full commercial service on the sea bridge. The authorities said the vessel was scheduled to depart Port of Spain at 2 p.m. and Scarborough at 11 p.m. on Wednesday. It noted that the vessel's return represents a further strengthening of capacity on the inter-island sea bridge as service levels continue to increase. It reminded that when this vessel resumes full commercial service, it will be supported by the Bucca Reef, APT James, and Galleon's Passage. Victoria Square in Port of Spain came alive with a vibrant reenactment of Trinidad and Tobago's traditional mask characters at the annual Senior Traditional Individual Mask Competition.
Each year, the Senior Traditional Mass stands out as one of the most significant carnival traditions in Trinidad and Tobago. Dated all the way back to the colonial era, the celebration emerged as a form of rebellion against an oppressive society. Masqueraders today use this time as a form of self-expression. However, for enslaved West Africans, it was a symbol of freedom. Adorned with exaggerative costumes, masqueraders mimicked French plantation owners who hosted exuberant masquerade balls prior to Lent. There, the festival so affectionately celebrated by many today was born. On February 10th, the iconic carnival characters brought these legendary stories to the stage. Traditional characters such as Jab Jabs, Blue Devils, Dame Lorraine's, and the Baby Doll thrilled the audiences with their antics. Master of words and vocabulary, the Peregrinade also chimed in on the fun. Fancy Indians told the story of the indigenous peoples of North America. Inspired by naval sailors, featuring distinctive costumes, dances, and playful performances, was Sailor Mass. The parade is a testament to the ongoing efforts to preserve Trinidad and Tobago's rich cultural heritage.
The 2026 Schools Kaiserama competition got underway in Chaguanas on Wednesday, with Avocat Vedic Primary School capturing the primary school title and Vishnu Boys Hindu College taking top honors in the secondary category. Tutor at the school, Virmala Balkaran, expressed immense gratitude to all who supported the school in the journey.
As you can see the background, right? They are a proud bunch of children. And as I say, all the parents, we want to thank all the parents. We want to thank all the supporters, the school. We want to thank everybody for the support that they throw behind the school today.
Vishnu Boys Hindu College claimed the top spot, standing out with a commanding and well-synchronized presentation. Teacher at the school, Kavish Maharaj, said the team practiced tirelessly leading up to the competition.
Every day, practice at lunchtime, and doing all of this practice, putting on theatrical performances and having different aspects included in our daily conversation that heightens our performance here at Vishnu Boys.
The competition was held at the NCIC compound in Chaguanas on Wednesday. In some sport now, after scoring his first goal for the Trinidad and Tobago men's under-17 football team, Finn De Freitas stated that he believes TNT has what it takes to defeat Mexico in their final Group A match in the CONCACAF Under-17 Men's World Cup qualifiers. The showdown kicks off at 7 p.m. this evening at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, with second-place TNT needing a victory to leapfrog Mexico at the top of the group and secure an automatic spot in the next round.
More or less the same, we treat it like every game, but it is going to be a difficult challenge, and we know that, so I think we have to keep motivation high, but it starts with our belief, and I think that our team is capable of beating them, so we just gotta make sure that everyone's on the same page with the same mindset and just go out on the day.
And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. After the break, we return to Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
SEA exams don't have to be stressful. Introducing the SEA AI Solution Platform, a smart math practice platform built specifically for SEA students. Students get clear step-by-step video solutions, topic-based practice, and an AI tutor that explains maths calmly and at their level. Parents gain peace of mind knowing their child has reliable support anytime. Teachers get a powerful tool that reinforces learning beyond the classroom. With videos, achievements, and an AI avatar ready to answer questions instantly, learning happens in one supportive space. SEA AI Solution Platform. Practice smarter, understand better, and build confidence for SEA success.
Access this free platform through your school principal or teachers. You can also find the link in the description below.
Well, this morning we're looking at the future of education in Trinidad and Tobago. The Ministry of Education has launched an AI-supported learning platform to help students prepare for SEA, starting with mathematics. Now, this is a part of a digital transformation strategy to boost performance and provide better resources for teachers and parents alike. But how exactly does it work? And can AI truly enhance learning without replacing the human touch of a teacher? Well, joining us via Zoom this morning to discuss the vision for SEA 2026 and beyond is the Minister of Education, the Honourable Dr. Michael Dowlath. Welcome, Dr. Dowlath.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much, and especially to the viewing audience and to our teachers and parents.
Yes, well, thank you for being
dealing with the Standard 5 dilemma always on March 26th when this SEA exam comes on.
Yeah, well, thank you for making the time to spend with us this morning. What exactly is the national vision, Dr. Dowlath, behind introducing AI-supported learning tools at the primary school level in 2026?
Our students are growing up in a digital age where technology is at their fingertips. They are digital natives. And so we are looking at more attractive ways for our learners to engage with their schoolwork, especially in the area of mathematics. One of the things that we realized from the data from the 2025 SEA exams is that just about in the mathematics, just about 52% of our students pass the mathematics component, while about 67% pass the language. And it spirals up into the CSEC also. Less than 50% of the students pass mathematics at CSEC. And mathematics is important for matriculation to university and tertiary education. So the significance of it is to ensure that as we scaffold in education, that the foundation level, that we use all of these strategies to strengthen the ability of our students to perform much better in mathematics.
Minister, how does the SEA AI platform fit into your ministry's wider digital education transformation plan that you've been talking about?
I want to say yes. Yesterday, that all Form 1 students in Trinidad and Tobago received their laptops. And so at the secondary school, in moving from primary to secondary, the laptops are being used as a tool to enhance teaching and learning. And so as we spiral up from primary into secondary, using technology to ensure that students interact much more quickly with the subject areas and the content so that they could go on to critical thinking and problem solving skills. Because when we talk to employers, they are asking for our graduates to have more critical thinking and problem solving skills. So really it's using technology to create graduates who have more employability skills, who are work ready.
Yeah. Dr. Dowlath, how does step-by-step guidance, which is something you've spoken about with this platform, help the children to really understand math, better than just learning or memorizing answers? Because I know it's a process with this application, right?
Yes. So as I said earlier, our students, they're accustomed using apps and they are digital savvy in terms of, so built into the software is an avatar that allows both our students and parents, and I want to add too, this is an extra layer for teachers to support. Interacting with the avatar allows the students to start at their level in terms of their understanding of maths. And especially, there are guardrails. So say, for example, if you ask the avatar about making a cake or about doubles or anything like that, it will come back to the mathematics and focus you on that. So there are significant guardrails, and I think we have a video that we can show on that one.
Yeah. I do believe we have that video queued up about the doubles, right?
Yes.
All right, let's check that out now.
Or should we try with another example?
I do believe that we have a little bit of technical difficulty. Let's try that again.
Yes.
5 by 7.
Hey there, my friend. You are ready to tackle some multiplication, and I am here to help you shine. We're going to figure out what 305 multiplied by 7 is. Imagine you're packing up little party bags for a school bazaar. Each bag has 7 sweets, and you need to make 305 bags. We need to find out the total number of sweets. Let's break it down step by step, nice and easy. First, we multiply the 7 by the last digit of 305, which is 5. 7 multiplied by 5 equals 35. We write down the 5 and carry over the 3. Next, we multiply the 7 by the middle digit of 305, which is 0. 7 multiplied by 0 equals 0. Now we add the 3 that we carried over. 0 plus 3 equals 3. We write down the 3. Finally, we multiply the 7 by the first digit of 305, which is 3. 7 multiplied by 3 equals 21. We write down the 21. So, when you put it all together, 305 multiplied by 7 equals 2,135. You're doing a fantastic job. Did that make sense? Or should we try a different way? You are going to crush this exam.
Hi, Chris. If I were to write 37 over 5 as a mixed number, would the answer be 7 and 3/5?
Hello there. That is a super question, and you're on the right track. Let us think about it like sharing some delicious aloo pies. Imagine you have 37 aloo pies, and you want to share them equally among 5 friends. First, you would give each friend 1 pie until you cannot give out full pies anymore. How many times does 5 go into 37 without going over? 5 multiplied by 7 equals 35. So, each friend gets 7 full aloo pies. Then, you see how many pies are left over. You started with 37 pies, and you gave away 35 pies. 37 minus 35 equals 2. So, you have 2 pies left over. You still have 2 pies to share among the 5 friends. Since you cannot give them whole pies, you imagine cutting each of those 2 remaining pies into 5 equal slices. So each of those 2 pies represents a fraction, 2 over 5. So when you put it all together, you have 7 whole pies and 2/5 of a pie remaining. Your answer of 7 and 3/5 is really close. The only tiny change is that you have 2/5 left over, not 3/5. So the answer is 7 and 2/5. You are doing great with your fractions. Did that make sense? Or should we try with...
Where is the nearest double stand?
Hey there. That is a fun question, but right now, I am your SEA buddy for math and English. I am here to help you get super ready for your SEA exam in those subjects. We can practice some tricky fractions or maybe tackle a reading comprehension passage. What sounds good to you today?
Oh, well, that's really interesting, Minister, that they had me doing the equations off air. And honestly, I think it can be of benefit to everyone. You know, speaking of everyone, how can students use this platform at home and parents really support the students throughout their use of it? You know, sometimes parents are really unsure about the math. You know, growing up, you would hear parents say, I don't really understand the work anymore. You know, things are changing from when I went to school. So how can parents really support their children at home while they're using the platform?
So this particular software is fully online. And it can also work offline too, because what we've done is this. We've supplied every school with a flash drive with the information too, in case you couldn't access it online. And so it's accessible to the teachers, to the students. We've given the National Parent-Teacher Association to pass on to all of the PTAs too. And so at home, it allows opportunities for remediation. So parents can sit with their children and they too can interact with the avatar. And they too can upgrade their own knowledge. I think it's a really nice way for parents to develop a good relationship with their children too, because sometimes in the past you would tend to send them for extra lessons and support when you don't understand. But the interaction can occur between students and the software, teachers and the software, parents and the software. And it's a good opportunity, especially for at-home revision and for reinforcement.
Minister, do you think that this will expand beyond mathematics in the future? And is this mainly for SEA, or is it part of a longer or long-term strategy for the ministry?
This is one of our strategies. At the Form 1 level, we've already developed, and this will be installed soon into all our laptops at the Form 1 level, digital books for maths and language with AI support, with the avatars built in. And by the end of this year, we will add 4 more books, digital books with avatars in them, AI support. So it means eventually even the cost for textbooks for parents, and we are expecting in about 3 or 4 years that all our textbooks will be replaced. The hard copies, textbooks are still important, I'm not knocking textbooks, but it will allow now a more interactive way for our students going from Form 1 right up. And we're also doing the backward linkage. We are coming back down to the primary school soon, and we will also be providing those digital books for the math and the language. So I think it's a whole school transformation, especially because our students, the new age learner, they are savvy, they're tech savvy, and this is a very attractive way for them to learn.
Yeah. Minister, where do you see AI-supported learning in our schools, let's just say 5 years from now?
I would say that AI support will not replace teachers. Teachers are really important because they bring that value-based approach to education. They are the ones who will interact with our students and engage them in activities that will build their emotional intelligence and allow them to develop life skills, those human skills that we need. And so AI will be a tool to support learning in the classroom. So we see AI as critical, but as a tool to support the development of our students in becoming all-round young people. As we expand the curriculum and we become more holistic in terms of allowing more opportunities for our students to develop their character, to develop conflict resolution, time management, and all those kinds of things. AI will allow our students to interact quickly with their subjects and schoolwork, and they will find more time for human interaction, for group work, for teamwork, to go and play.
Yeah, that's definitely something I wish we had, in my time. But you know what? It's good that we are progressing as a society. And of course, thanks to the ministry for that. Well, Dr. Dalla, thank you for joining us. We're going to take in a bit of the platform once again for parents or teachers who may have missed it. Here's everything you need to know. Thank you once again, Minister of Education, for joining us on Trinidad and Tobago today.
Thank you so much. And I want to say that every student, parent, and teacher who operating at the Standard 5 level, this is important for you to interact with the software now. It will make a difference.
All right, well, let's check that out now as we end.
SEA exams don't have to be stressful. Introducing the SEA AI Solution Platform, a smart math practice platform built specifically for SEA students. Students get clear step-by-step video solutions, topic-based practice, and an AI tutor that explains maths calmly and at their level. Parents gain peace of mind knowing their child has reliable support anytime. Teachers get a powerful tool that reinforces learning beyond the classroom. With videos, achievements, and an AI avatar ready to answer questions instantly, learning happens in one supportive space. SEA AI Solution Platform. Practice smarter, understand better, and build confidence for SEA success.
Access this free platform through your school principal or teachers. You can also find the link in the description below.
Health and wellness, the core of our existence on planet Earth. Let us hear the voices of our very own citizens, our local and regional medical community, scientists and climatologists. Caribbean Medical TV is geared to developing a consciousness in our people in terms of our health and lifestyle. Knowledge is a very powerful tool, and we must empower ourselves with the information to protect against chronic and other related diseases. From the impact of climate change on our health to NCDs, Season 3 of Caribbean Medical TV tackles the challenges we all face, giving our citizens hope for a better tomorrow. Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV.
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you, play. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you, I'm king and I'm king. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be.
Turn up the love this Friday and Saturday on TTT. Whether you're celebrating with someone special, hanging with friends, or just taking time for yourself, we're setting the mood with the soulful sounds of college boy Jesse.
I give you what you want and you give me what I want.
In his concert, Soca Love Story, from words that touch the heart to rhythms that feel just right. This is music made for connection, however you choose to feel it. Just tune in and let the vibes take over. Soca Love Story with College Boy Jesse, this Friday at 7:10 p.m. and Saturday at 1:05 p.m. only on TTT.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The Panorama Large Band Finals are right around the corner, and the excitement is building as steel fans across the country prepare for the highly anticipated event. From electrifying performances in the preliminaries to intense preparations behind the scenes, it's truly been a dynamic and competitive season so far. Joining us this morning again to discuss how the season has unfolded and what we can expect heading into the Pan Finals is the Public Relations Officer of Pan Trinidad, Kwesi Moore. You are no stranger to TTT today. Good morning, Kwesi.
Virmala, good morning to you and the TTT team, and to all your viewers and listeners. Good morning, and thanks very much for having me.
Every time you are here, I keep asking you, how are you dealing with this bumper season? It is performance after performance.
Performance after performance.
Yeah.
I mean, short seasons are usually a little bit more difficult than...
You also play, right?
I also play with a large band, so I'm very much competing this coming Saturday.
Oh my goodness, so you're juggling all of that?
Yeah, I got home about 3 o'clock this morning and had to, you know...
Be here again. Yeah, so we are genuinely appreciative. So how would you describe, as a wrap-up before we head right into Carnival, how would you describe the 2026 Pan season so far? I know that it's almost at the end.
Sure. So I have on our jersey, which has our theme for Panorama 2026, Legacy. Well, I can get into that later as well. Okay. But I mean, when we think about the legacy, it's a number of different things. Of course, we pay homage to our ancestors, our pancestors, as our president calls them, those that would have carried the torch and laid the foundation for what we have and what we celebrate today. But one major aspect of the legacy of the steel pan is that of resilience, and I would have mentioned this before, and it's particularly relevant now because we have had no shortage of challenges for this Panorama season thus far, from everything from logistics to infrastructure, funding. At several stages throughout the competition, we were wondering how we go and make it through. But here we are, a couple of days away from the large band finals, which will be the culmination of the entire Panorama season, and we've made it so successfully thus far. And I mean, the resilience of the steel pan itself, of our members, of the team in Pan Trinidad, of our president, is remarkable and one that we must acknowledge.
Casey, I know this may be a hard question, but any standout moments or even performances for this season that have really stayed with you?
Yeah. Junior Panorama, the eventual winners of the competition, Shell Invaders Youth, they played a song called Banned from Space. And at the end of the performance, there was an alien rising on a lift, with a pan in his hand. Fortunately, poor reason, and I think it was the highest score received in a junior Panorama competition ever in history. Was it a real alien? No, it was not a real alien. That was just one. And then the other day, oh my gosh, the THA medium band finals that was held in the Queen's Park Savannah, again, only held in the Queen's Park Savannah because of the ferry issues. But the eventual winners there, Panelda Steel Orchestra, put on an amazing show. I mean, it was magical, pun intended, because they played the song The Magician, I Command You. And at the end of it, there was a magician, I think Kes, came and made the arranger disappear. And that was now the place went wild for that performance. So those were two of the main standout performances so far for the category for the
They're
competition.
Really upping the game, right? Every year.
Because it's not just a music show. Patrons come in the stands to witness or to experience something that you've never seen before. It is absolutely a show, a spectacle. And kudos to the bands for the work that they've been putting on despite the numerous challenges we've been facing for the season.
Well, now that you speak about the patrons, the supporters who come out to see the show, and you know, Pan is just alive and more than well, and people still really love it and the art of steel pan. Actually, it's funny. Just about a week ago, we had an author here and a doctor as well, speaking about the effects that pan can have on the human brain. It's very niche. And there were so many findings about how pan encourages people to feel that sweet feeling or that sense of belonging. And I know you would agree with that.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's something you should check out. What has the response been like from the patrons with all the performances and all the events so far?
We need to thank Trinidad and Tobago. We'd like to thank Trinidad and Tobago for showing up in the way that they have and continue to do so. We just had the medium and large band semi-finals, I believe, 2 weeks ago. Savannah Party, sold out, crowd in the North Stand. I mean, we didn't say so publicly because last year when we did so, it created a little bit of an outrage. But coming down to the end, there were virtually no tickets left. And even in the grandstand, which most people don't really patronized for the show, was at probably 85% capacity as well, and they continue to show up. And as a matter of fact, as we get to speaking about the large band finals coming up this weekend, I could tell persons already that our reserve tickets and our special reserve tickets, $700 and $850, are completely sold out already.
That's bad news.
I mean, it is bad news. We still do have general tickets available for $500, which are the wings of the grandstand, and we do have the North Stand tickets available as well for $400. But those reserved and special reserves, which are prime seating in the grandstand, unfortunately, both physically and online, are sold out.
Well, now that we're approaching the finals, I know you're also preparing for that. How competitive has it been heading into the finals?
As a matter of fact, I mean, I think the bands that qualified for the finals of the large band category, there's a very slim points margin that is separating the bands. I think from 11th position to about 4th, there's only 4.5 points separating. So that's to tell you the caliber of the competition that we're entering into on Saturday. The competition is very tight. It's very close. It's anybody's game on Saturday, and we really look forward to a spectacular show because we know these bands are going to try to outdo those previous categories that would have already gone.
Anything new or any elements or improvements being introduced for the finals this year? Anything we can look forward to that's different?
We're just trying to, well, the finals, it's completely up to the bands to put on a grand show, but logistically, we're trying to improve security and so for our patrons because we know persons pay top dollar for this show and we need to make sure that they have a comfortable experience. So we would have learned in the past that it might have been a little bit risky for persons walking around the Queen's Park Savannah after parking in the dark and stuff. So we're trying to organize some more lighting towers, working with NCC Security and the police service to make sure that the place is properly well lit. But a word of advice to our patrons, though, please make sure to get to the stands early. We know there are some fan favorite bands that are performing quite early in the competition. And if it is you want to get your seat to view them, please get to the Savannah by the time gates open at 5 to get a comfortable seat as well in the grandstand or in the north stand.
And Kwesi, what are you looking forward to most of the finals?
Oh. I was going to answer that different because I was going to say I'm waiting for Champs in concert, so because after Champs in concert is when we rest.
Oh, the rest. Okay.
That's when we rest. But for the finals overall, just I'm looking forward to a grand show to see the standard continue to raise because we are seeing a renewed interest in the instrument from young persons who probably wouldn't have been interested in it before, and that is because they see clips and videos of what these performances look like, and we just expect that our member bands that are competing in the finals this Saturday to continue to hold the show to that high standard and encourage more persons to be interested in the art form.
Well, just to recap, tickets, where can you get tickets? Where are we heading? Start time?
Sure. So we get ready for the large conventional bands finals, which is where the air is rare, as we like to say. It's taking place this coming Saturday, Valentine's night, the 14th of February 2026.
Special night.
Special night at the Queen's Park Savannah in Port of Spain. It begins promptly at 7 p.m. And if you know Trinidad shows, you know we start promptly at 7 p.m. Tickets, of course, are, well, the special reserved at $850 and the reserved at $700 are sold out, unfortunately, but you can still get the general tickets, which is the wings of the grandstand for $500, and the north stand tickets are still available at $400. You can get them online via Trinidad's website, trinidad.co.tt, or physically at our head office, 55 Dundonald Street in Port of Spain. You could also get it at our South Central Regional Office if you can't make the trek all the way to Port of Spain at number 9B Dennis Sprangalang Hall Street in San Fernando. And of course, we do have a ticket outlet available in the Queen's Park Savannah, a ticket booth just outside the grandstand during normal working hours, 8:30 to about 4 p.m. And yeah, so we look forward to a great show. There's also a pay-per-view option, don't let me forget, for international viewers and patrons. You could purchase the pay-per-view ticket. Check out our website again, trinidad.co.tt for more information.
All right, thank you so much. My bestie at this point, Trinidad PRO, Kwesi Moore. You're always welcome here. You're no stranger. Hopefully we see you after the season.
Yes, so
to find out how this season, we need a little post-mortem.
Yeah.
And we wish you all the best as well as you're competing. How are you preparing for that? Are you getting any rest at all today?
Today, no, because after this I head to a school to do some judging for a competition, a school competition, and then we continue to prepare for Saturday. So no rest until probably Ash Wednesday for a little bit.
Maybe we'll see some aliens or magicians or something like that.
Something, or some Saturday. Lizards or some calypsonians or...
Please don't say lizards. Not lizards. Not, of all things, don't say that.
Oh gosh.
I had a traumatizing experience with a lizard this morning.
I can't wait to just get a little clip of this part of the interview and share it with some people online with my fan friends. Yeah. Renegades are watching all
Listen, we look forward to the lizard and music. Found the real lizard on my wall. We will do that.
I know the lizard in Hyatt Lime and all kind of things. Anyway, we leave that alone.
Just about 20 minutes to go before 8 o'clock. It's a beautiful Thursday, 12th of February. Don't forget, later we are heading to Flavor with the Pavement Line. We'll tell you about that and more when we come back on Trinidad and Tobago today.
Slinger Francisco, the mighty sparrow, a pioneer of calypso and a voice for multiple generations. During his legendary career, Sparrow has shaped the sound, spirit, and international influence of Trinbagonian music. This tribute starts an ongoing the March Crowd tradition, a dedication to honoring artists who have shaped our culture, uplifted our voices, and brought Trinidad and Tobago to the global stage. Honorable Sunday night, This Is Us, One Rhythm, Queen's Park, Savannah.
Most memorable performance was definitely Lollapalooza, where I performed with Bad Royal at Grand Park in Chicago. And that memory is so important to me because years before I attended Grand Park as a patron for the Barack Obama rally, and to be able to be on that same stage opening for Lana Del Rey, it felt like that surreal moment. Like, I from Diego Martin, like how I reach it, you know? For Carnival 2026, fans could look out for my new single, So We Could Fall in Love on the Road. Love on the Road, produced by Explicit Mevon and Joe Elmi. It is a power soca. Some people are saying it's giving road mat energy, but it's a song from the heart, and I hope to see you all on the road.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
This week only, tune in to TTT News at 6 p.m. Then stay tuned for your favorite carnival competitions immediately following, only on TTT.
Unleash your imagination with TTT's Terrific Toon Time. Join us as we stop evil geniuses from taking over the world on Super Z, or hop on board for a journey into outer space with Galaxy Kids. Be a part of our quest to save the forest alongside our robot pals from Bugspot Ignition. Or let's go exploring with Duda and Dada. Catch Terrific Toon Time Monday to Friday at 8:30 a.m. and 4:10 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. It's fun-filled adventure with Terrific Toon Time, right here on TTT.
Improv took center stage at the National Academy for the Performing Arts on Tuesday night, as Kaiserama 2026 brought together some of the country's sharpest lyrical minds for an evening of wit, rhythm, and friendly rivalry. The competition featured both freestyle and extempo categories, challenging performers to think on their feet and turn topical themes into instant musical storytelling.
The art of lyrical improvisation was on full display as Kaiserama returned to the stage at Napa, celebrating two closely related but distinct traditions, freestyle and extempo. Backed by a live band and guided only by topics drawn at random, performers crafted clever, entertaining, and often thought-provoking lyrics in real time. The night unfolded with two competitive rounds designed to test creativity, stage presence, and quick thinking under pressure. In the extempo category, the first round saw contenders face off in head-to-head matchups, improvising on blind draw topics while performing to the traditional extempo rhythm. As is the custom of the art form, the aim was simple: outshine your opponent through lyrical skill and wit, with judges deciding who advanced. The second round brought the first round winners together in a final lyrical showdown for the top honors and ultimate bragging rights.
But now you're afraid I cut your backside. That is why you're gone in the back to hide.
The freestyle category followed a similar structure, but with its own rhythm and performance style. Contestants first performed individually, again improvising lyrics on topics chosen at random, before the top contenders progressed to a high-energy freestyle battle in the final round. Throughout the evening, performers tackled everything from politics and current events to social commentary, trending topics, and even a few offbeat surprises.
Just like Orlando, he is a baby. After this, I know why you hate me. Yes, he might not rate me, but in your lines, it was lazy. You're freestyling and you trying to connect your words, but it's songing kinda hazy.
Beyond the competition, the night featured musical performances, playful crowd challenges, and plenty of witty commentary from the evening's MCs, keeping the audience engaged from start to finish. But as the performances wrapped up, attention turned to the results.
So I hired a few ladies to do the finishing touch. And after years of frustration was a great relaxation. Sit back and watch.
In the freestyle category, Myron Bruce secured third place, while Nesta Second Star Boxhill claimed second. And the title of Kaiserama 2026 Freestyle Champion went to...
Taking the crown for the second time,
his crown,
ladies and gentlemen,
Hakeem Chance.
Hakeem Chance, pretty. And we are inviting the president of Tuco to join us on stage to present.
The celebrations continued as attention shifted to the extempo category. Akeem Preety Chance finished in third place, with veteran performer Winston Gypsy Peters taking second. And the Kaiserama 2026 extempo crown was awarded to...
Our 2026 extempo champion, Mr. Brian London.
Kaiserama once again highlighted the enduring appeal of improvisational calypso, showcasing both seasoned performers and contemporary voices keeping the tradition alive. Carrie Roberts, TTT News.
Well, the time now, just about 7:47 a.m. Joining me to wrap up the show, Carice Pascal. Congratulations to you and for making it to the finals.
Thank you very
of
much.
the Calypso Monarch competition. How are you feeling? I know it's your first time as a finalist,
Yes,
right?
first time as a finalist. I feel a bit nervous,
A little
but
bit
I'm
nervous.
good.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be nervous. You made it this far and you
Yes.
worked really, really hard. So your song is called No Conscience, right?
Yes.
And I know this was written by Kurt Allen and produced by Kenny Phillips. Yes. So that is a real powerful song already, right
Yes,
there,
it
just
is.
going into this. How did that song come about?
Well, my grandfather is a calypsonian. He used to sing with Spectacular. His name was Magroff. He wrote a song for me in juniors called No Conscience as well. And I wanted to bring back the topic because at that time last year, they were finding plenty girls murdered all over the place. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these people have no conscience. So that's how the team came back.
Chris, it's a stiff competition. We're not going to add to your nerves here, but it is definitely a stiff competition. And that simply means that you are among some of the greatest. And that means you are just as great.
Yes.
How are you dealing with that? I mean, there must be that element of nerves going into it, but I know you want to bring your A game for this.
I'm not feeling that frightened.
You shouldn't be.
No, I'm confident enough that I'm going to do my best on Sunday.
Okay, right. So what's your preparations like for Sunday?
Well, everything is going well so far. No hiccups, everything's smooth, so yeah.
Yeah. And how are you, just dealing with being a finalist? I mean, everybody's probably calling and congratulating you. And there's so much pressure. Do you feel any pressure at all?
Not all that much. A little bit, not plenty.
Yeah. And what's next for you after this competition, after the finals? What's on the cards for you?
I want to do some covers.
Covers?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that.
Covers. I want to do over some songs and put it out there so that people could hear it.
So you've been singing since you were 12?
Yes, 12 years.
That's a long time.
Yes.
And what did you start with?
The song?
No, what type of music did you start singing?
Gospel. I sing all different ranges of genres of music.
Okay.
I started singing in a church choir, and then I went on to junior calypso and now senior.
Yeah. Any plans to maybe move into any other genres? Probably like soca.
I tried soca in 2024.
You did?
Yes.
Tell us about that. How did that go?
It was okay.
Why are you laughing?
Because I don't really...
you don't want to talk about it?
I don't really like it all that much.
Why is that?
I'm more into calypso than soca.
Okay. And there's a preference?
Yes.
Okay. And why is that?
I don't know, maybe how I grew up.
Okay.
Just listening mostly calypso, mostly watching calypso. So soca, yes, but not all that much.
And do you think it's because with calypso you get to keep it topical and you get to, more commentary versus
Well,
soca?
as you say, calypso is a storytelling thing. So it's telling a story.
Yeah, and you also come from a musical family. You spoke about your grandpa.
My grandfather is a calypsonian. Also, I'm part family with Abby Blackman as well.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a lot. As I asked you earlier about pressure, but there's no pressure. You said absolutely no pressure. But you come from a musical family and you've been doing this for a very long time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and what emphasis do you place on your vocals before you head into an event, if I can ask you that? I like to ask, what are your tips and tricks? How do you prepare your voice?
Well, I don't drink anything cold. That's for one. I don't drink anything cold. And I have these little African sea coconut sweeties.
I feel like that is a trick there.
Yes.
Well, Chris, thanks for being with us. Before you wrap the show for us with No Conscience, I want to remind you that the Pavement Lime is on at the Savannah tonight. We are taking the pavement to the Savannah. Next 99.1 FM. Digicel and Forest Park proudly present the next level of flavor. 100% soca, 100% vibes, and of course, it's 100% free. Flavor Village today, Thursday, 12th February. We're starting at 5 p.m. Get ready for big energy, fresh sounds, and pure soca vibes as tomorrow's soca stars take the stage. So come up, feel the rhythm, and be part of the journey as new voices rise and the Savannah comes alive. Remember, you can pull up, turn up, and feel the flavor with us later. Follow, like, and love us at Next 99.1 FM. Well, this is where we say thank you so much for joining us today. Also, a very special good morning to our DJ from Next 99 who's always been with us, just helping us out every single morning. That's DJ Kadane. Thank you. And to everyone who always puts the show together, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. No Conscience, Curious Pascal, as we end today on Trinidad and Tobago Today. See you tomorrow, Carnival Friday, where we do this all over again from 6 a.m. Fantastic Friday.
But his conscience score. His compass lost his spirit war. Boy, he built his foundation on sinking sand and paint his story with ungodly hands. Boy, gatekeepers no longer mandate. Morality is dead, so now we dictate. No sense of reason, what a hot mess. We drift further into the wilderness. We national conscience back up and go.
No conscience.
Throw acid on a woman's face.
No conscience.
To take someone's life and treat it like waste.
No conscience.
And old granny you just rub and rape.
No conscience.
The justice system help you to escape. How do you sleep at night?
No conscience.
Who do you hug up tight?
No
a mirror on the wall. Some people just don't have no conscience at all, at all, at all. No conscience at all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Them don't have no conscience at all, at all, at all. Boy, children cries in silence fills the room. Incest hidden from the womb to tomb. A father's touch where trust should dwell. Innocence taken in a private hell. Boy, the church bell ring, but the pulpit hush. When predators disguised as shepherds of trust, the victim joke back, the scream and tears, while family blind from eyes to ears. Behind closed doors, the monsters have a feast. When dressed up as pastor and priest, where is the outrage? Who taking a stand when justice is muffled by a so-called holy man? Holy man, holy man. When our children are scarred for life.
No conscience.
When you cover up abuse and strife.
No conscience.
When you protect the guilty ones to name.
No conscience.
And the victim living in shame. This is a national sin.
No conscience.
Where cover up always win.
No
so no wonder that child fall. All because some people just don't have no conscience at all. They don't have no conscience at all. No. Whoa.
Them don't have no conscience at all.
Listen to this verse here. Domestic terror dressed up as a kiss. Another woman fall to her lover's fist. Boy, she cook, she clean, she near tears and pray. But it sticks like peas every night and day. Boy, her bruises screaming the dead of night. Some neighbors frown, some neighbors delight. Police on the way, that is what they said. By the time them reach it, don't chop off she head. How many women have to lose their life before the law protects the living rights? How many daughters have to lose their breath before they step in to avoid their death? Oh,
No conscience.
to beat a black, purple and blue.
No conscience.
Knowing she can't fight back with you.
Choose your destiny. Flawless victory. Fight.
Anderson McConnell, Daniel Barclay, Denzel Haricharat, Javon Primer, Keston McIntosh, O'Neill Odo, Ricardo Nicholas, Selwyn John, Terrence McConnell.
Turn up the love this Friday and Saturday on TTT. Whether you're celebrating with someone special, hanging with friends, or just taking time for yourself, we're setting the mood with the soulful sounds of College Boy Jesse.
I give you what you want and you give me what I want.
In his concert, Soca Love Story, from words that touch the heart to rhythms that feel just right. This is music made for connection, however you choose to feel it. Just tune in and let the vibes take over. Soca Love Story with College Boy Jesse, this Friday at 7:10 p.m. and Saturday at 1:05 p.m. only on TTT.
We're taking you back to the best of Calypso Fiesta 2026, where lyrics and melodies took center stage.
Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. Son, I'm telling you play. Don't spoil my name, don't spoil my name. I'm telling you I'm king and I'm king. Trinidad need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Amen. 'Cause we young and we free. What we dream, we could be.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Hindu festival of Maha Shivaratri will be celebrated on Sunday, February 15th. Pundit Krishan Ramdeen, the spiritual head of the ISHA organization, explains the festival.
Is referred to as the night of all nights of Mahadev, the Deva of all Devas, Bhagwan Shankar, Bhagwan Shiva. But it's a night, the only night in the calendar of a Hindu, if I may refer to them as a Hindu. The Hindu community observes a night of Jagaran, meaning being awake. It is not just a night of wakefulness, but it's a night of awakening. It's a night of discipline.
Pundit Ramdeen also outlined the significance of the celebrations to the Hindu community, which he says is one of the holiest nights in Hinduism.
Bhagwan Shiva represents the one from which everything comes. Bhagwan Shiva represents stillness. And in a world of chaos, in a world of activity, Shiva represents tapping into that which is not, that allows an individual to better maneuver through life.
Yeah.
Engaging in life, but doing so meaningfully from a place of stillness.
The beaches are expected to be jam-packed as thousands head to the coast over the long Carnival weekend. As a result, the Ministry of Defense is rolling out expanded lifeguard coverage across Trinidad from today, Thursday. The move comes amid an active hazardous seas bulletin issued by the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service. In a public advisory issued on Tuesday evening, the ministry announced that lifeguards will be deployed across all major recreational beaches from February 12th to the 18th. The coverage extends from the North Coast popular hotspots, including Maracas and Las Cuevas, to South and East Coast favorites, including Vesini, Losiro, Queenam, Toco, Salibia, and Manzanilla. The expansive Mayaro shoreline will also see full lifeguard presence, particularly at Church Road, St. Anne's, Beaumont, Pleasance, Rabita, and Radix. The ministry said although certified lifeguards will be deployed at these designated beaches, it urged the public to remain vigilant and exercise extreme caution when entering the water. Now, the Blue Wave Harmony has been cleared by international classification surveyors and returned to inter-island operations on Wednesday, following a full inspection and certification of recent repairs. In a statement from the Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, it noted that as part of the final phase before re-entering full commercial duty, the Blue Wave Harmony is conducting additional sea trials with cargo before transitioning to full commercial service on the sea bridge. The authorities said the vessel was scheduled to depart Port of Spain at 2 p.m. and Scarborough at 11 p.m. on Wednesday. It noted that the vessel's return represents a further strengthening of capacity on the inter-island sea bridge as service levels continue to increase. It reminded that when this vessel resumes full commercial services, it will be supported by the Bucca Reef, APT James, and Galleon's Passage. In sport now, after scoring his first goal for the Trinidad and Tobago men's under-17 football team, Finn de Freitas stated that he believes TNT has what it takes to defeat Mexico in their final Group A match in the CONCACAF under-17 men's World Cup qualifiers. The showdown kicks off at 7 p.m. this evening at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, with second-place TNT needing a victory to leapfrog Mexico at the top of the group and secure an automatic spot in the next round.
I think it's more or less the same. We treat it like every game, but it is going to be a difficult challenge, and we knew that. So I think we have to keep motivation high, but it starts with our belief, and I think that our team is capable of beating them. So we just have to make sure that everyone's on the same page with the same mindset and just go out on the day.
And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Have a good day.
This is TTT. Live for local. Carrie's Kitchen, powered by Food Hall. Grocery made greater. Ibis, a tradition of excellence. Caribbean flavors. In the heart of every kitchen. Lotus, the confidence to create. Correga Garden Supplies. Good and natural. Indie, spice up your life. Distributed by Edward B.B. Harry. Champion, always a winner. Distributed by Edward B.B. Harry. Lion, the power behind our great taste traditions. Excellent Stores Limited. Live, create, do.